What's up guys, I'm J-Dubb, and today this video is going to be kind of long, kind of rambling. You're going to see some times where I pop in with my blue shirt. That is because I had a lot of stuff corrupt. Why did it corrupt? I don't know. It just did. I do know for a fact that these guys, the repeater ID guys, they are going to be making right now they've got a prototype board. Mine is on the way. Interesting story. Post office dropped the ball on that one. But my other buddy that makes the boards that do like Zello, weather, date and time, hooks to a computer, he's thinking about doing a board on it. And if you guys want him to do a board on it, go ahead. I'll put a link down below where you can go sign up. If you do not sign up though, he will not be making the board. So he relies on you guys to show him interest in it before he will actually put the time and energy and money into making these things. So if you want a board that does the Zello, the date and time, weather announcements, it can do different messages for you. Like if you had a club meeting that evening, it can do that for you. You can do a bunch of different stuff. If you want one of those, put it down below. And the guys at Repeater ID, they are making a prototype for it. Do not know when their prototype will be out for official sale, but keep that in mind. There is going to be some ID options for this board. Alright guys, let's jump into the rest of this video. We got a new repeater in the mail. Guys, this is the Retevis RT97L. This thing, people have been talking about it. I've been talking about it. Mine showed up in the mail today. I want to take a look at it. I'm going to show you what we got. Now, first off, I'm going to play you a clip. You saw that last box. Retevis did reach out to me, and they are sending me an RA87L. Yeah, you saw in that clip where I said Retevis was sending us out one of these units. They actually backed out. They said they were not going to send me one. Actually, they said they weren't sending them to any of the YouTube people. So we'll see how true that is. But right now, they didn't send me this one. I actually purchased this one with my own money, which means I am not beholden to anyone or any stats. I'm not beholden to them anyway. If you want to send me something, and if it's junk, I'll tell people it's junk. If it's great, I'll tell people it's great. I'm expecting this thing to be really good. I'm expecting it to work just as well as the RT97S, which I have, and that's actually up on the mountain right now. It's not hanging up anymore, as you can see. We put it back up there the other day, got it all back up and working. But anyway, so I'm expecting this one to work just as well. I did use the money that I get from Amazon. That's if you purchase something off one of our links. It doesn't cost y'all anything. We get a little bit of commission off of it. You're taking a little bit of money from Amazon. We take that money and I put it back into videos like this. With that, I did purchase this unit. So let's get into it. Let's look at it. But I wanted to be up front with y'all guys right there, right off the bat. All right, so this is it. Kind of show you real quick. Let's start it off. It is 11 by, let's get these hard pieces up here. Let's say 8. So 11 by 8. Not very big. With it being, almost 3 inches tall. 2 3/4 inches tall. So not super big, but it's heavy. It is a lot heavier than the other unit. Zeroed the scale out. We're at 3.7 pounds. Which I'm sure it is because it's got the bigger duplexer in it, stuff like that. We've seen pictures of the inside. Something I am a little bit upset about after talking with Retevis. Guys, you dropped the ball on this. This unit takes 15 volts to get full power. Now, if you want full power, which let's be real, everybody wants full power. You paid for 25 watts, you want 25 watts. To get 25 watts on it, on a solar system though, you're going to need 15 volts, which isn't hard to do. I can take a 24 volt system, I can take a buck converter that'll convert it down to 15, that'll give you a constant 15, and that's basically how we're going to do it. I'm going to put this same, we'll build another one of these boxes, the exact same thing. We're going to put a buck converter in it, that'll take a 24 volt battery, we'll knock it back down to 15 volts, and then bam, we're good to go. Not an issue. It's the fact that you have to buy more stuff. Retevis said that it can run off 24 volts straight. That is fine. That's great. The problem with it is they also said it can run up to 30 volts for short periods of time. Their exact words were, if you run it for longer than 30, if you run it at 30 volts for a long period of time, it will cause damage to the unit. Now, if you don't know, most of your 24 volt solar systems are going to keep those batteries when they're charging at about 30, 29, 30, 31 volts. You're going to be floating in that range. Let's be real, 90% of the time this thing is going to be at 100% battery charge. It's probably not going to be that busy. It might be really busy in your area, but odds are it's probably not going to be that busy. So that voltage is going to stay really high for long periods of time. I don't know. Will it cause damage? I don't know. I'm going to put a buck converter on mine just so it brings it back down. That's going to give me some loss in my system. That converter is going to use, it's going to use some power. You're going to lose some of your battery life to that converter. So yeah, it is what it is. If I run it on 12 volts only, well, you'll see. I'll show you the testing. We've already done this testing a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, straight off the bat, 12 volts you get about 15, and at 24 volts or at 15 volts off the AC adapter you get 19. So not super crazy, but I'll show you the results. I'll show you what we got. We'll look at it real close, but if that's all you're caring about, that part of the video, that we're good there. But let's look at the rest of this. So right here it is. We have some cool little things here. Let's look at the menu. Oh, I've got it locked. So we've got a lock. We can lock the channel. We can scan. Function set. What we got here? Black light, low power. Oh, that's at low temperature protection. So if it gets too cold, it'll actually heat itself up. Oops. Audio set. Let's see what that is. I think that's your volume, or maybe it's your mic gain. I don't know. I do not like the fact you got to let it time out to go back. I wish I had a back button. Oops. What does that say? Modem set? Huh. Oh, I bet that's your gain. Maybe the other one was your volume. I don't know. Like I said, guys, we are learning this together. Alright. We'll let that time back out. What's our system set? So this is a factory reset pretty much, and this is the software version that you're running. So real simple, not a whole lot to it. Let's key it up and see if it works. Alright, so here it is. We've got everything kind of set up. I'm going to show you it when we key it up. So the light doesn't come on, which is pretty cool. Let's cut the light on. Oops. So let me show you this thing when it's on. Key it up. You can see the light doesn't cut on. I'm going to cut the light on real quick. There's our volume. So you got your RX, your TX. There's a slight delay. Well, maybe not. Yeah, a little bit. Yep, little delay. Let's come down here. And hovering right there around 19. Dropping off a little bit. It's probably getting warm. I did not see a talk out timer on this unit, but I'm going to set it up. We're going to key it up, and I'm just going to watch it, and I'll let y'all know if it starts dropping off. Alright, so we're down here. We're keyed up. We're at 18.8, 18.7, 18.6. So we are dropping off a little bit. I'd like to get this cover off and just see how hot this thing gets. So that might be the next thing I do, is we might take the cover off, put the heat gun on this thing, and just see, is it going to get hot? I have a feeling it's going to get pretty hot. And I don't know, is the duplexer on this side or the other side? I'm assuming the duplexer is on the other side. So I'm thinking I can just take this top part of the cover off real quick, and that'll be it. But I don't know, we'll see. Not really sure just yet. But we're at 18.4, so we have dropped off a little bit. I don't know, what's it been? 45 seconds, something like that. I'm using the counter on my camera. 18.42. Oh, the unit cut off. I bet my radio cut off. Say, I didn't think it had a timeout, but this radio has a timeout on it. After so long, it'll cut off. But 18.6, 18.5 is the. Nah, this thing's not even getting warm yet. Like I say, guys, it says it's a 25 watt radio. I'm not getting 25. I have seen where someone said they were getting 31 out of theirs. I need to get back in touch with him and find out is that on the other side of the duplexer or not. The video I originally showed, I had a lot of people say that you had to run it on, you had to give it the full 15 volts to get it. Well, that's what this puts out, it's 15 volts. So that's what we're running on. We're running it right off AC power, and we're still not getting it. But we're at 18.6 right now. So it looks like it's not really going to cool, or not going to get too hot and start cutting back on you, which is good. That's a good thing. So that was a 2-minute key up, and that seemed to work out pretty good. We're at 18.6. Let's take the cover off. I'm going to move the camera around. We'll take the cover off, and I'll get my temperature gun out, and we'll see how hot this thing gets. Now you guys are going to have to forgive me. We are working over the camera, which I'm not really good at. I'm not used to it. I don't normally work this way. But let's see. Let's break this thing open. They are metric. Ouch. Man. Whatever that was, put it on tight. Woo. I don't think they need to be that tight, guys. I am curious to know how hot this thing is going to get. I have a feeling it's going to get pretty warm. Now, if you guys don't know, Retevis does say this is a 100% duty cycle machine. I think I saw it on their website, or maybe they told me when I was messaging them. I don't remember. I saw it somewhere though. It's in writing. If I can find it, I'll throw it up on the screen for you guys. But they do claim 100%. If it's 100%, I expect 100%. I know there are other ones. I've never killed one of them. The Retevis and the Midland. I've never killed those. So let's see. End up with. All right, you guys ready? I'm excited. Oh, sweet. Well, that was really easy. Just a little die cast piece comes off. That's nice. This should be your transmitter. Let's see. So we're at 70 degrees. Let's see. Can I set it? Can y'all see it? Yep. We're gonna key it. It is keyed up. Oh yeah, she's heating up quick. Let's see. There we go. 100 degrees. 100. Alright, someone quits talking. How quick's it cool off? Starts dropping pretty fast. And then we go, breaker 19, can I get a radio check? There we go. That's our old CB days, but 100. Let's get underneath here. 121. Can you guys still see that? 126. Let's check this side. Oops. 115. Let's come up here. 121. You guys can't see it. Does that make it better? I mean, it's pretty hot. 132. I mean, how hot can it get? I don't know. I tell you what, we could easily fix this. 140. Let's let that go for a minute. We could easily fix this by, oops, our gasket came off. It does have a nice waterproof gasket. Hey, this is a well-built little machine. I do like it. I don't want to hate it, but I do actually like it. I think it's money well spent, but it's still, yeah, it's definitely uncomfortable. You wouldn't want to touch it. 162. Can y'all guys see it? 134. Can I get the 160 again? 155. It was 162. You gotta take my word for it. Let's check our connectors. 80, 70, 80, 70. I'm assuming this one is the transmit because just it's in line. That would make sense to me. We're still keyed up. We're still got it going. You can see our TXs and everything up here. Check it again. 170. 167. It did blink 170. We're going to cut it off real fast. It's dropping back pretty quick. We're still letting it go. I'm washing dishes upstairs so you can hear the dishwasher running. If that's the noise y'all hear. 140 something. We're back transmitting. Let it cool off for a second. It does cool off pretty quick, so that is nice to see. 140. Let's see. I'm gonna see how long we can leave it keyed up, and we'll just see how hot it gets. And actually, let's check the output wattage while we're here. And we're still putting out 18.8. So even with this thing getting hot, 170 degrees, and it's still 18.8. So that's nice. And you can feel it. I mean, you can feel it. This is getting warm. This whole case is heating up pretty good. I don't know. Ooh, what did I just come across? Something. I came across something that was pretty hot. It's at 140. Was it this? You feel? Is anything hot? Oh, you're hot. It says you're not hot. It's in the 80s. It's definitely uncomfortable. I mean, it's warm. I wouldn't say it's necessarily hot, but it is warm. Oh, man. Here's the board. 150 on the plastic. I don't know, y'all. 160. What's this? That's 150. 142. I'm going to say if you're going to put this thing somewhere, see, it's pretty good over here, but right here. That is uncomfortably hot. I wish I had a heat gun. I mean, look at that. So here's the plastic. We're at 90, 80, 120, 140, 150, 160, 180. And we're dropping back off. So right here must all be a big heat sink. Yeah, we're in the hundreds over here. Anywhere else getting warm? It's all right here. Gosh, right here. That is your hot spot. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. You let me know. Still putting out 19 watts though. That's good. Let's get in here and look at it. So that's 19 watts. This is the system running. So initial thoughts. It is going to get pretty hot. We knew that though. I honestly would probably put this thing in a box, take the cover off of it, and just have a small fan. Put a temperature probe down in here. You know, just kind of glue one in or whatever. Put a temperature probe there. When it starts warming up, bloop, just let it blow air right across this thing. That'll take care of a lot of your heat problems. But the board, I mean, the whole thing's in a huge heat sink. And actually now, just in the amount of time I've been talking to you, this is cold again. Gosh, what did that come down to? That cooled off really quick. Oh, yeah, we're back to 83. And on the thing, on the actual transmitter, oh, we're back at 90. I stand corrected. She gets hot while you're talking, but it cools off really quick. Wow, that's actually really nice to see. I don't know. How long will it hold up? I don't know. We're going to find out, though. We're going to put this thing up. Might put it up on my wife's family's land. That site's cleared for a 25 watt repeater. This is technically supposed to be a 25 watt repeater. Hook it up to more voltage, it might be. We'll see. I'm going to do some more testing on it, guys. This is my initial look at it. This is initially what I wanted to look at. Answer some questions. Oh, I want to put it on 12 volts for you so you can see that. Alright, so I had to reshoot the part where we tested it, which kind of worked out because I got one of these DC power supplies. If you don't know, these little DC power supplies are really convenient for things like this. So we're going to drop the voltage down to 12 volts, and I'm going to show you what your output wattage is going to look like. And then we'll go up to 13.8, and I'll show you your output wattage. We'll go up to 14.2, I think. That's about what a fully charged 12 volt solar system is. We'll go to there, and then we'll go to 15, and then we'll go to 24, and then we'll go to 30. And I'll show you the output wattage on every one of them. Come over here, and I have tested this thing a few times now. I hook up my multimeter, and it seems to be pretty accurate. So we're going to go ahead and cut the system on. Oops. We're not going to hit that button. See, guys, I make mistakes. So we're going to go ahead and cut the system on. It's on. I heard the click. Cut this Sure back on. And I know these Shure columns aren't the most accurate meter in the world, but it's pretty close with my other meters, and it makes it really easy to show you all this stuff. So this is the 12-volt system, and we're putting out about 13.2. I'm going to take us up to 13.8. There we go. So we're now at 13.8. Putting out about 17 watts. And in case you're wondering, it's going to be about a 5.5, 5.7. So about 6 amps is what it's going to pull at about 80 watts. So let's take it on up to about what a fully charged solar system will be, which is your 14.5, somewhere in there. And that's putting us at 18.7, 18.8. So we're going to come back. Here's 15. This is what Retevis says it should run at to get full power. And we're at basically 19 watts, not a big change. Let's see. I'm going to go up to 24. 24 is the highest Retevis says it can run at a long period of time without any damage. Oh, actually, I probably should unplug this too. That way everything kind of zeroes back out. But we'll see. I was charging my phone. So let's go here. But, once again, you're still at 19. And actually, it didn't change my wattage. That's why I unplugged my phone. I was worried about how many watts I was pulling. You're going to be pulling about 80 some. Let's go up here. Now I'll show you what the high end of a solar system will. So a high end of a 24-volt solar system is about 30 watts when it's fully charged. And 19.2. So with that being said, is it worth it to put it on a 24-volt system, put a buck converter in that you can take it from 24 to 15 volts to run this unit full power, and then run another buck converter to your 12 volts panel so that you can run your fan and you can run your ID? I don't know. Is it worth it? Is it not? You're going to have a really lossy system at that point. I think to me, it makes just more sense to keep it on 12 volts and have about 16 to 17 watts. But you guys make your own decision. Is that extra couple watts worth it to you? To me, it is not. 5 watts is doing great for us. 16 watts will do even better. So let's get back to the rest of the video. All right, guys, so we got the big jacker over here. Now this thing does come with a 12-volt cigarette outlet adapter, which is nice. I don't know how many watts the unit really pulls. I didn't check it earlier, but we're going to check and turn it on. So we got DC power running right here. Nice little plug, little waterproof plug. By the way, this thing is 100% waterproof. So that's nice. Let's go ahead, cut this up, unhook it. Now we're going to go straight to DC power. Nice thing about the Jackery is it will also tell us how many watts this unit is running. So it's just cut back on. And we have 1 watt. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll let you know what it says. We got 1 watt. So I'm going to key it up again. Got everything hooked up, everything's going. Let's look, we're at 12 volt. So we have 12 volt coming in over here. It's 10 amp. We are drawing 70 watts. So that's a little more than I thought. And we are outputting 16 watts. So is it really worth it to run it back up to 100, 116, 130? I almost wonder if it's heating up quicker now. Give it was already warm, but is it less efficient? So it heats up more? 150? That's what I'm worried about, this plastic burning. I wonder how hot it can get. But we'll look at it for a minute and just see what it does. we're drawing 74 watts now, so definitely draws some. The dummy load is getting warm. It's not hot yet. It's a 50 watt dummy load. Can you guys see that? 15.9. And it, you know, it's holding there. It's not dropping off like the other one was when we were running on 24, or we were running on 15 volts. You know, I might just run this thing at 12 volts and have it be a 16 watt repeater. One, it'll be simpler to do, and two, it's doing pretty well. And we're back to 16 watts. Everything's transmitting. I didn't realize my thing had cut off on me. So let's see. Let it warm up some more. 135. Come right there. We're at 125. This is definitely your hot point. 147. Let's see. Back to 74 watts, and we're putting out 16.08 right now. 1605. So there's that. So far, guys, I'm happy with it. It looks good. That's the 12 volt side of it. I don't know about you guys, but for the extra headache, I might not even run this thing at 15 volts. Like, you know, it's max. That's what it wants. I might just run it at 12 volts. I need to read the manual, reach out to Retevis, and just see if there's any long-term damage can be done on it. For running it at 12 volts, I don't think so. I mean, it's less wattage, less power. It should heat up less, I would think. It's kind of my theory. I think it'll be easier on the unit. Like I said, a really solid built unit. I don't know, it's built really good. It's one of those things when you grab it as a, I don't know if you guys watch Wrangler Star, but I like his stuff. But if you watch, it just gives you the fizz, as he would say. It feels good in your hand. It feels like quality. It's no different than me sitting here grabbing one of my Kenwood radios. When you hold it in your hand, it feels like quality. It has good weight to it. It feels good. From what I've seen of it so far, now I have not put it out here and we have not played with it a whole bunch, but what I have seen so far, would I buy it again? Absolutely. I would 110% buy this again. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm not being paid to say that. They dropped the ball on it. They did give me a discount code, so I'm assuming that still works. I'll put that down below. The discount code will be right here. I'll put that what it is. I think it was J-Dubb 2024 or J-Dubb 24. I don't know. Like I said, put it right here. And you go there if you buy it directly from their website, which has US shipping. I bought that one. It shipped on Friday. It is now Tuesday. Showed up. So keep that in mind. It came all the way. Mine says it came from Hong Kong. They do have on the store on their website that it's US shipping. Maybe it did come from Hong Kong. I don't know. But mine did show up pretty quick. But like I said, would I buy it again? Absolutely. I would. I might actually be picking up another one anyway. So Retevis, if you want to send one out to me, go ahead. You know, more than happy to pick another one up. If nothing else, as a backup for this repeater. Like I said, this will be going up on my wife's family's land, which means we'll have good, solid backup comms that'll run on solar power. We're gonna be putting it in this box, and I'm actually gonna do a video. We're gonna 100% build one together. I think I've built enough of these boxes to actually sit down with y'all and build one and show you how to do it and talk you through how I do it, at least. Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't know. I'm not an electrician. But guys, this video is getting pretty long. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And like always, take someone outdoors.